Today is Saturday, November 16th, and we're going to go over our weekly highlights. And by now, everybody knows about the new plan. It's either green, blue, or purple. And it was quite a week. It was really quite a week. I switched to purple on Monday, and it did seem to work for me because, no longer do we have the small little books like this. These are gone. They said, no way, you're not using those anymore. Now we're going to use the My Success Planner. I'm still a little bit on the fence about this. I do like it because it does fit in my little carrier that I bring to my meetings. I switched my charms over to this one, but it's a little bigger. This one only goes for 8 weeks, whereas I think the other one went for 16, I think. Let me check and see. No, it doesn't really say. But anyway, this one only goes for 4 weeks. So, with that all being said, I switched to the purple plan, and I had a loss of 3.7. I now weigh 223.1, and my total loss is 81.1. Ta-da! I'm very happy about that. I am so happy about that. I set myself up for too high of goals last time, so I've reset my goals to just hit 5-pound increments. And so my first goal was to hit 80 pounds. Crushed it, 81.1. Now I need to get on to my 85-pound goal, which is just 3.9 away. So that's what I'm going to do. But now what I do like about it a little bit is, like, it kind of gives you little questions to ask yourself here. And then on this side, you can kind of track in here. You could food journal if you want, and you know how your day went, or you could just write something down how your day went or whatever. So yeah, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. We'll see. But one of the first questions they ask you is the power of why. We talk a lot about the importance of finding your why, how it's different from your goals, and how to use it to fuel your journey. Write down what you think, which can make it even more powerful. If it changes over time, just update it. And the quick tip is, when you need a burst of inspiration, come back to this and remind yourself of your why. I'm going backwards in here, but it says to set weekly goals. It's a whole lot easier to reach your ultimate first pump able goal if you break it down into smaller, more reachable ones. That's why instead of saying I want to get 100 pounds, I want to get 100 pounds, I'm just getting to the 5 pounds. Wanted to get to 80, got to 80, now I'm up to 85 I'm looking for. You want to be specific. Rather than say, I'll just eat healthier, you'll say, I'm going to try to pack a salad with some chicken for lunch on Monday and Wednesday. You're not going to commit to the whole 7 days right off the get-go, but commit to like 1 day, maybe 2, and then from that it'll go to 3, then 4, and then 5. Then you'll work your way up to the whole 7. Make sure it's truly doable. Rather than say, I'll start being active by running 5 miles a day, say, I'll start by walking just a mile each day. I start my day off going to my water walking or water aerobics. Mondays and Wednesdays I go to water aerobics. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays I go to the pool, and I work out with weights in the pool and do some walking at the same time. The third thing is active. Rather than say I want to stop eating sweets after dinner, say I'll start having a piece of fruit if I want something after dinner, something that's sweet. And make sure it's relevant. Rather than say I want to fit into my jeans from high school, just try to say I want to feel great in a bathing suit for my upcoming vacation. My jeans from last year are a little baggy on me, and I like that. My goal, my relevant is just to get into the next size. So remember that this is your journey. Each trip starts with a destination. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. Anyway, each trip starts with a destination, no matter how many detours you end up taking. I've been on this plan for 3 years. I've taken very many detours. But I don't give up. I just, keep chugging away. And you know what? I've got to 81 pounds. It's taken me 3 years. But you know what? I probably would have put 81 pounds on in 3 years if I wouldn't have gone to Weight Watchers. So I just think of it that way. But it said to use the book to set weekly goals, write down things you're proud of, and map out your week. So that's our new Success Planner book. On the Countdown to 2020 Challenge to earn a charm, Did I mention I like charms? Anyway, I got another sticker in my book, and I need to get 2 more, I forgot to get for my bingo. I got to get 2 more of those for my things. But anyway, and actually I set it on the wrong plane. Oh well. And so that's another thing that's going on. The recipe is for a sweet potato toast with banana, honey, and pecans. I love everything that they've mentioned, but not quite sure I like it all together like that. But if somebody tries it, let me know. I will not be trying that. And then they gave us a book, my Weight Watchers, or my WW, which just outlines all the plans. It also has a picture of your phone, of the app. I'll do a picture of that too at the end to show you. So just in case you want to figure out what it's telling you about the phone on the app. But it tells you all of the different plans, the different things you can have, how to build a meal. I'm doing a collab with Joan from Joan's Pointed Plate and Carrie from Weight Watchers with Carrie. We're going to build a meal. Joan, I think, is doing the blue plan. I'm doing the purple. I think Joan's doing the blue, and I think Carrie's doing the green. But that'll be coming up, I think, on the 22nd. I have to check and make sure. I did do a collab video this morning, and I gave credit to Dish with D. And actually, it was D from Skinny Jeans for a Lifetime. So I apologize to D, both D's, that I messed up. But anyway, let's get to the brunt of the plan. It tells you each plan, no matter which one you pick. There's a green plan, which, in my opinion, they didn't say this, but this is what I take from it. The green plan is the Old Points Plus Smart Points type of thing. The blue plan is the freestyle, and I think the purple plan is something like the Simply Filling. But they didn't say that. That's my take on what it is. But each plan has smart points. It has a smart point budget, and it has weeklies. Your weeklies are always going to be the same, no matter what plan you're on. Your points for each plan are going to change. If I go on the green plan, I get 30 points. If I go on the blue plan, I get 23 points. And if I go on the purple, I get 16 points. And I know when I first saw the 16, I thought, oh, I don't know, the 16, I don't know. But we'll get into the different points going on. But all 3 plans have rollovers. All of them list the 0-point foods. And all of them have the same calculations for the fat content, the saturated fat content, the sugar, and the protein. That's never going to change. If you type in something and you scroll up after you've tracked it, it'll show you it'll break down everything for the proteins, the carbs, the calories, all of that. And the WW Foundations still have the same 3 pillars, which is food, activity, and mindset. You have to eat the right food. You have to have a little bit of activity in your life, and you have to have the right mindset. To me, mindset should have been first, because I think if all the other ones would fall in line if you have the right mindset, but they listed as third. I don't know why. No matter which plan you choose, no plan is healthier than another. No plan leads to helping you lose more weight. No plan gives you more flexibility or freedom. And no plan is better or healthier. They all work for you. So you just need to pick the plan that works for you. Freestyle did work for me up to a point, and I've kind of hit a wall. So that's why I wanted to switch it up to the purple. They do advise that you stick with the program for 2 weeks to kind of give it like a fair shot. But if any time you want to change, it's so simple. You just go onto your picture up in the little right-hand corner, and then you click onto the little gear shift, the little, it looks like a little gear, and then you go into your food settings, and then you pick which food choice you want, green, blue, or purple. What I do like is whichever plan you pick, if you go to your recipes, it automatically figures in the new points, so you don't have to figure out new points. No matter what plan you are on, your app is going to figure out the points for you. Okay, the green plan is you get 30 smart points. You get 100 0-point foods. You're supposed to build your meals on snacks around the 0-point foods, the free foods, and then go and include all the other things that you want in there to figure in your points for your 30. You're still going to get 42 weeklies. I'm almost positive she said you got 42 weeklies. I get 42 weeklies, so maybe that's just thought in my mind. The blue plan is the freestyle plan. You get 200 0-point foods. And it's the same thing. You want to build your meal around the 0-point foods first and then add on to that. The purple is 16 points. She said at least. So I'm thinking that maybe if you're farther along in your journey, or not farther along, you just started your journey, you probably might get a little bit more points. I get 16 because I've been on there a while. I was a little nervous at first because I thought, well, I'm going to drop. It was hard enough when I dropped from 30 to 23, and now you're telling me to drop from 23 to 16. I stayed well within those points for the whole 5 days that I was on it. I had no problems with it. And it's the same thing. It builds its meals around the 0-point foods. You always have to remember that you're more likely to reach any goal you make if you really think about it and you really devote yourself to being good at least 80% of the time. 90% would be better. 100% obviously would be the best. But, I have a hard time following it 100%. I'll be honest with you. But I think I follow it at least 90% of the time. And I am showing some success. That's all that really matters. And you have to always remember that change doesn't happen by accident. It happens by setting goals and learning from the experience. I know that for my own self, I have learned what are my triggers, what keeps me off track, on track. I learned this about myself being on this program for 3 years. I highly recommend it. I don't like the cost. I complain about the cost all the time. But in the long run, it's really worked for me. It's really helped me to see myself, look deep inside myself and realize that, I can do this. And you just have to remember to pick the plan that's going to work for you. Because the one you choose and pick and stick with and use is the one that's going to be successful for you. So, once again, I don't know if they did anything different on this. It says it's our most, the card. I forgot to do the card. It's our most groundbreaking customized program ever. For 2020, we're marrying the latest in nutrition and behavioral science with everything we learned from over 50 years spent helping millions of people lose weight and get healthier to create an experience like never before. Whether you're on green, blue, or purple, these steps will launch you into success. The first one is learn your 0-point foods. You find them in your app or you find them on your program, in your book. These foods form the foundation of a healthy eating pattern, so they don't need to be measured or tracked. They help you switch things up and stretch your smart points. I still track 0-point foods because just because it's 0-point foods doesn't mean it's 0 calories. You have to remember that. An egg is still going to have, I think, 90 calories. So if you're going to have 3 eggs, that's 270 calories. It's 0 points on the blue and the purple plan, but it's still calories. You got to remember that. Number 2 is commit to tracking. To learn a new program, you got to live it, and that means tracking foods with smart points. Even if you've been tracking for a while, try to do it a bit more this week just to brush up, and yes, best guessing is allowed. I do find that if I think, that looks close enough to a cup, that looks close enough to a tablespoon, if I was actually to get my measuring cups and spoons out, I would find out that I was being a little generous. So you got to remember that. And number 3 is tap into the community. Weekly workshops, connect, 24/7 expert chat can all deliver tips. One study of WW members found that those who regularly attended workshops lost more weight than those who just didn't. That's true. I do find great inspiration in the meetings. So that is the program for today. The weekly groundbreaking, which plan will you choose? I chose purple. So give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you on my daily vlog. Or else I'll see you back here next week. This is what the Weight Watcher app looks like when you pull it up on your phone or on your iPad or your computer. And it kind of gives you instructions on how to work the app. And then this is the card for today. It's our most groundbreaking customized program ever. And the recipe for the sweet potato toast with banana, honey, and pecans. It's a 4 or 3 point meal. And there's the directions on how to prepare it. And once again, there's the app.